Okay, the next is talking about the challenges of digital era. Erosion of traditional values. Absolutely, that's happened, right? The erosion of traditional values. Exposure to inappropriate content. That's also happened, right? Misinformation. And then cyber security threat. And then digital addiction. Wow, that's really challenging for everyone. It's also challenging in Indonesia, especially it's really challenging for the students in Indonesia and also the university student also. The erosion of traditional values mean like this one. Maybe their family do not function the rule to pass down the cultural identity to their young generation or young member of family, usually from grandparent telling story or telling about folklore, so the children understand about their cultural identity. But because the family cannot function well, then it is easy for young generation to access global culture, Western culture. That's why they live with other countries' culture, other nation culture, with the Western culture. Actually, they are not from Western countries. They are from Indonesia, from Asia countries, but they don't really understand about their traditional values and then adapt with the Western values. I think that's really challenging problem. So that's why this is important, essential. To help this short course to make you understand about the education family, okay, to face the global era. And misinformation also, yeah, cyber security threat and digital addiction. Okay, I want to communicate with you. You can ask question or also, yeah, you can ask question or you can answer also my question, yeah, because we still have like five slides, yeah, but the important thing is we are communicating, right? I want to ask you about misinformation. Okay, usually what information that you misperception or bias? Anyone from you? From Indonesia is okay, from other countries is okay. In Indonesia, because the digital literacy is very low, you know, they are easily misleading of information. Like there is a hoax, for example, the hoax, yeah. Don't use cellular phone in front of the gas petrol. Wow, everyone is very scared. I think, yeah, based on the research, no, there is no correlation between using cellular phone with the electricity, no. If you find the notice of that in gas petrol, for example, that's not related to electricity. That's related to focus. Yes. So, yeah, you can focus and not make the static electricity that is dangerous. The static electricity of your bicycle, for motor bicycle, and also smoke that is dangerous for in gas petrol, smoke or flame, but not typing or using cellular phone. No, yeah. But most of people believe on that, or maybe, for example, consuming herbal tea, yeah. Maybe can make your life longer, more than 10 years. Some might trust or believe on that information, yeah. Or maybe eating noodle can make your life longer. Instant noodle can not make your decrease your life. Okay, for example, like that. That's hoax, yeah. Okay, is there any of you who can share in your country there is a hoax? Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Okay. John Louis.
Yeah. Hi, my name is John Louis. I am from the Double State College. I would like to add here in the Philippines, misinformation is a very significant concern. That it usually affects public opinions like politics, health, and social issues, and it is primarily spreading through social media platforms like Messenger and Facebook, since those two are the primary social medias that are available here in the mass public. So there are there are key areas that is usually rampant in misinformation. Like for example, in this year there is an upcoming election, so political misinformation are very rampant. Like election-related lies, like during elections, false claims about candidates' backgrounds, achievements, or scandals are very common. This misinformation is very often used to smear opponents or enhance a candidate's image. So this is very rampant nowadays here in the Philippines. They're using social media at the same time from person to person, passing of information. That is what we call chismis here in the Philippines. So misinformation is usually, like for example, a common thing in the Philippines nowadays.
Okay. Yeah. So that's sharing, right? Okay. Are you sharing, right? Yeah. Okay. That's good. I want to give more presentation related to your sharing. Yeah. What's happened in Indonesia about the challenge of technology in Indonesia. Thank you so much for your sharing. I think you need to know more about the challenge of Indonesia to face the global era. The study from Central Connecticut State University in 2016, guys, and the title is "The World's Most Literate Nation Assess Countries Based on Factors that such as library system, access to content, resources, and overall literacy and engagement." You know, in Indonesia is number 60 from 61 countries. That means we have a really big challenge to make Indonesian people, young generation, old generation, everyone in Indonesia, to have them literate in digital, in literally digital, yeah, have a good literacy or digital literacy. Okay, so Indonesia is just better from South Africa, Botswana, number 60 countries. Can you imagine the problem because of this one? So some people in Indonesia easily misinformation, misleading, and easily believe or if trust on the hoax. That's our problem. Okay? Especially for uneducated, yeah, and educated people. Okay. So what should parents do to increase digital literacy for their family? Is what they have to do. They have to be a role model, pivotal rule. Yeah. Their pivotal rule is as mentor or be model in their own digital literacy to effectively guide their children. They have to be digitally literate themselves. Parents in the family have to learn how to be literate, how to use technology, information from technology for good, how to evaluate the information. They have to learn about that before teaching to their to their children, to the family member. They have to give example of that, not really trust on the information quickly without any evaluation. And then building digital literacy skill with family. This is fundamental skill. Yeah, this is the way parents should be digitally literate, access the information, they can create content, but evaluate. Talking about evaluate, this is very important for you guys. In most country, although your country might be better than us in the literacy, digital literacy, but I think you still need this one. How to be good in digital literacy, you do need to evaluate sources, have the critical thinking, you know. So the family has the rule, mother, father has the rule to be a good example of digital use, right? Always being critical. The children how to evaluate sources, identify bias, and distinguish between facts and opinion to navigate the sea of online information. Yeah, because this is, you know, the landscape of online information. Need to navigate the children, have to evaluate the information, so not biased information that they get, not hoax, yeah, that they trust. And then being media literacy, yeah, in media literacy, the family has the role to equip children with the skill to analyze media messages, recognizing it is just advertisement, or this is real, or this is fact. And then understand the influence of digital content. And the last is fact-checking. Fact-checking means encourage children to verify information with reputable resources and to be skeptical of sensational headline and unsubstantiated claims. Sensational headline usually in Indonesia, to make people read, they use a big headline, negative information, yeah, sensational information, like what I have told you before. That really happened in Indonesia. Okay, the information about that. Okay, now addressing cyberbullying also. Yeah, bullying in Indonesia. We have like common culture at school, like mentioning with a bad name, with naming, labeling. For example, you are short, and it is easily for people to say, to call your name, hey, short, hey, black. If you are having black skin, for example, hi, black. That's bullying, yeah. People need to understand more about bullying, that verbal bullying, emotional bullying, physical bullying. They have to understand about that. They have to know that is bullying, that is abnormal, that is untolerated behavior. So the parents should educate their children about cyberbullying also, or direct bullying, yeah, and then report to the school means, yeah, there is something happened to their son, communicating, and also absolutely protect them from the bullying. That's very important. Okay, and addiction and dependency, difficulty disconnecting, neglecting, and responsibilities, and experiencing withdrawal symptom when separated from these signs of addiction. You can see this is when addiction, excessive screen time can lead to your eye strain, low vision, and other vision problems, particularly in young children whose eyes are still developing. Yeah, because most uneducated and also unliterated, undigital literated parents, when they are busy to work in the kitchen or in the with their job, they just give their children cellular phone. That solves their parents' problem, not being disturbing by the children. But what's happened with the children? Yeah? This is the effect of screen time. And also when parents spend their time for scrolling social media without knowing any time. I mean that without any schedule, whenever accessing screening, time screen without time screen. So I think that's very dangerous for their children, and that's also happened here, right? And studies have linked excessive screen time to attention deficit learning difficulties, cognitive delays in children and adolescents, and constant stimulation and distraction of digital devices can impair focus and concentration. And then spending too much time in front of screens can contribute to a sedentary lifestyle, increasing the risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and other health problems. Okay, oh my God, yeah, that's really dangerous. We still have 2 slides more. I will be in quick. Okay, this is what should parents do. Yeah, practical suggestion, action for parents in a global era is like this one. Set clear rules, establish screen time limits. For example, based on the research, I think it is only 2 hours for children under 7 years. Okay, and then monitor activities, supervise online behavior, and balancing online and offline activities. And then encourage communication create an open dialogue, and use parental control. Parent has the filter content. For example, okay, for children it is okay YouTube Kids, but not YouTube for adult, for common people, for all age. Yeah, it should be restricted to access the screen. Okay, guys. Yeah, and this one is very important. I had a teenager son. And then I want to know what videos on YouTube that my son usually access, or what kind or what type of information that my son usually access. Okay, and then I make open communication. I think it's very important for families, fostering open communication about online experiences. Like creating a safe space, a safe space for children to share their online experiences is essential, and they have to create safe space, actively listen and educate and guide. Without good education and being literate, literacy, having a good literacy. I think it's difficult for parents to conduct the rule like this, like active listening, to access this information. Why do you access this kind of video? Why? We need to open communicate with our children, with our son. Yeah, I do hope your parents is like that, and asking the reason and then guide, to use internet for good. And really protect their children for that one, and make them realizing that that kind of video is not good, this kind of video is good, that's okay. So without the monitoring from their parents, this is okay, for example, like that one. Okay. And the last is how you can make balance between traditional values and modern technology by preserve culture, embrace technology, and promote ethic, and then bridge the generation. So for you guys, how do you make balance between technology in your family? You can give suggestions to your parents how to make balance between technology and also your first respect your tradition, and then use technology just for good. Okay, and then guide your family. Your daughter, you don't have daughter, right? Your sisters, brother, with, guide them with responsibility, and then foster understanding and respect. With a good communication, everyone can understand which one good, which one is not good, why it is good, why it is not good. But you have to have a critical thinking, how to evaluate the information, so you will not trust on hoax, will not misleading misinformation. Last one. Have to collaborate with school and communities for support. The family cannot be alone to face the challenge of technology. So they have to address the challenge of digital era, require with the schools, also with the community. Several of my presentation is from international and national. Just my reading before presenting and sharing about the information.